it's alright. I'm on fire, I'm alive, cause now I fly so high, so high. Light up the skyline, let's do it this time, like it's a whole new colorful world. Like we're the only ones in this world. Like we're the only ones in this world. Never thought we'd get this far, burning like the stars. How we get this far, like we're the only ones in this world. Like we're the only ones in this world. Like we're the only ones in this world. What's a life without its worth? Compromising with what hurts inside, inside. When you let fear decide your fate, you don't choose which path to take in life. In life, I'm finally letting go of everything that still holds me. I'm against all odds, but I won't give up, 'cause it's my time to shine. Standing in the spotlight, can no one back me down. Destiny is calling high. I'm not afraid to fight for everything I love. Victory is on my side. The more we lose, the more we gain. The more that nothing stays the same in time. In time. Can't love ever, can't forget. What you see is what you get sometimes. Sometimes. Gonna show the world tonight. The light that shines inside us. We're against the odds, but we won't give up, 'cause it's our time to shine. Standing in the spotlight, can no one back us down. Destiny is calling high and light. We're not afraid to fight for everything we love.
Will you live for real? Join the party.
Make the whole street a party and add disco balls. Real Me 15 series. Live real in every shot.
Why are you here?
In here, okay? No one can challenge Malaysia.
Philippines is the best country in the way.
I'm here to prove that Indonesian always on top, always.
What makes your nation stronger?
We have our flag in our chest, and this makes us stronger.
Of course, in Malaysia, ma, because we are the strongest region. Malaysia boleh!
Who do you think will win Nation Clash?
You ask a very good question.
Of course, Malaysia.
Serious? Come on, bro. course.
You see this? Yeah.
I think we're gonna win.
Now our team is underdog and no one see us, no one smell us. And when they see and smell us, it's already too late.
Because Midland is very aggressive, rotations don't even matter. We're gonna everywhere.
Aggression? Killer. Because Malaysia, we got discipline.
They call us the comeback king. Ultimate battle, it's nothing new, bro. We always do it all the time.
We play the game how it's supposed to be played. We different level. We level so high.
Ah, so boring. Come on.
So high. So high.
Winning is not just part of the game. It's a style.
My team is handsome than yours.
Indonesian smile is the best, bro. You want some proof? You see this?
Why is everyone talking about the game? No one's talking about the food. You can't call yourself the greatest nation without the greatest food.
Huh? You really ask me that question lah? Of course Indonesia food is the best lah.
Huh? Our Malaysian food is better because we got nasi lemak, roti canai.
Come on, bro. Nasi lemak. Got one word for you. Flavor. You're being despised? Again.
Chai kway teow, rojak.
Indonesian food, the best, bro.
We have Indomie. All the food is very good.
Indonesian rendang is the best, bro.
Have you even tried sinigang, adobo? It's S tier, bro.
Adobo? Nice man.
Filipino food is the best!
Maggie me! Our Malaysia is better!
Wait.
You are just better.
This world, shrouded in darkest night, will soon welcome Lord Dechan's return.
We must join forces to prevent the Dark Lord's revival. Answer the call of the token and follow me into battle.
Neither I nor my 5 Thunder Drums will permit the Dark Lord's return.
A mere mortal. Seeking to overcome the divine? How misguided.
Oh.
Beyond this battlefield, another story is waiting to be told. One of grace and unshakable spirit. This is a celebration of a new generation ready to command the stage. When queens rule, they lead with grace, pride, heart, and passion. And now new stories will be told. A new era begins today. The world will see that royalty doesn't belong to kings alone. It belongs to queens who rule their own fate. This is Honor of Queens. And now, let's meet the queens who will rule the battlefield. Leading with confidence and the heart of true competitors. They're here to make a statement and claim their victory. Give it up for NL Gaming. And standing across of them, ready to rise to the challenge with wings of power and heart of warriors, Alpha Gaming Angel. NL Gaming versus Alpha Gaming Angel. Casters, lead the gorge.
Thank you, Mara. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final day of the Honor of Kings Nation Clan, where we kickstart the event with none other than the Honor of Queens Finals. So, my name is Sagi. Alongside of me is Rookie and also Chantel.
You know what? I'm so happy to be here, getting to see this first ever tournament for women in HOK. I'm just so proud that I'm also able to represent women at the desk. It's so empowering.
Yeah, looking at the teams that are participating today, we have high expectations and they are gonna break it on this day.
And let's talk about the entire schedule for today here. It is the Grand Finals day. We start off the day with the Honor of Queens Grand Finals between LO Gaming and also Alpha Gaming Angels. And then, after the series, we will have the show match between Team Home and Team Away. We have influencers, KOLs coming in for a big show match. And then, the main event of the Honor of Kings Nation Clash, we will be having the MKL teams going up against PKL teams.
Definitely a jam-packed schedule for everyone. I'm just really looking forward to see also the performance from our KOLs. They've been watching all the games since we started our KNC, so probably we might see them adapting or taking some of the strategies from our pro players.
Yeah, we're happy to see the KOLs participating, and we are excited to see the Honor of Queens and the Grand Finals of a Nation Clash. But our main event today, right now, right here, is Honor of Queens Grand Finals.
It will definitely be a very interesting matchup coming in for the Honor of Queens. They are known real small deals here. We're talking about high peak players, high star players here, and then they form a team, full women team coming into these grand tournaments. I bet they could destroy you in rank, rookie.
No. They got me covered. They got me covered. They're gonna destroy me. One of the players of NL Gaming has a 2,300 peak rank.
Oh, 2,000.
I have a 1,100 peak rank.
I mean, I think better than other players for majority of the Southeast Asian regions.
That is actually very insane if you talk about it, but let's talk about our Decade of Promise here. For everyone who's watching Decade of Promise live today, log in now and instantly claim 1,200 honor points. It gives you about 30 free honor draws, 1,000 limited tokens, Sprite Link costume, and free skins. And it gets better here. You get all the heroes and 100 selected skins are free to use for a limited time. Spotlight these while you can. Redeem Wishing Crane Aaron, the Divine Tree Ascendant Hoyi. Log in now and claim your rewards.
Indeed, a celebration for everyone because we're already 10 years a celebration of our game. And if I'm not mistaken, we also have activations for some parts in the Philippines. So we also have a Decade of Promise.
Yeah, not only in the Philippines, but here in the Malaysia and Indonesia, we have a lot of activations. So look at our social media, look and follow because there are gonna be so many events that are gonna be performing in each of the respectful nations.
And talking about events as well, if you are in Kuala Lumpur, Selangor, if you're in Malaysia, drop by to Quill City Mall. We have mini games, we have activities, we have free goodies, we have giveaways as well. Just drop by if you're free, take the monorail, take anywhere, and just come over to this happy event that we're having.
And who knows, maybe you're supporters of some of the KOLs here. We also have some of the international casters with us. We have a kin and even Holler at the venue.
Yeah, a lot of international faces. We are gonna see them today. But don't forget that the players are participating with one of the best devices here, Sagi.
Exactly, the Realme 15 Pro, born for esports, smooth, cool, reliable, just the way esports demands. If you are into a flawless, seamless gaming inside a phone with good cooling, good FPS, do give Realme 15 Pro a try.
I mean, it's the last day of KNC. I've been asking for the phone since day one. Hopefully, I get one. I get one when we do the
lucky draw, yeah.
I've been holding back these two people right here from stealing all the phones since the first day of Nation Clash, Sagi.
Exactly, right? We talk about these like very good stuff, right? But let's put our focus back to Honor of Queens because our starting matchup of the day for this entire final day coming in for the Honor of Kings Nation Clash, it is none other between NL Gaming and also Alpha Gaming Angels here. They play multiple days to come up into the final two teams that we have on stage right now.
I mean, this is a celebration of female players, and the best way is to know them at the grand finals of KNC. And what I really like is the initiative of having that representation in a male-dominated scene. And that's why, for me, this is kind of personal because being with you at the desk as a female caster means a lot to me. Now, me casting Honor of Queens, it's just heartwarming.
Yeah, this is a big statement too because a lot of these Honor of Queens players not only came from Malaysia, but there are some who came from the Philippines, who came from Thailand, who came from Indonesia. So they are trying to represent their nation here.
And what better way of representing their nation than to go into the game between NL Gaming on the blue side and Alpha Gaming Angels on towards the red side. Chantel, let's get into the pick and bans.
By the way, this is going to be a best of three, so definitely these ladies would definitely pick their best heroes as much as possible. So we won't see Liang and even Adorma on this game, and even Luna and Adoya. By the way, for Rookie, he mentioned earlier that we have a player that has 2,300 peak points. So let's talk about that. I mean, this girl's min business.
Yeah. We're gonna look at the mid laner for NLG. Rin, one of the strongest, but not only Rin. Look at Alpha Gaming. They have a solid lineup too with the mid laner having a 2,200. So 100 difference between two mid laners, Sagi.
And it will be very interesting, especially when we talk about Alpha Gaming Angels here. They have a pro player coming in from the MKL as well. Jaja in the Rome. She's been playing with DZT and she can bring that experience towards these grand stages.
Definitely, veterancy is one thing for these ladies. So as much as possible, you need that presence of a strong leader inside the team. So we could probably say that for APG, they already have an edge against NLG on this game. But for this one, the idea is going to be on the hands of NLG. Now you have Byron probably for that third pick for APG Angels.
Yeah, they're not gonna reveal their jungle yet on this draft. And looking at the picks for the first 3 phases of Alpha Gaming and NLG, remember that Global Band pick is online on this tournament today. So they're gonna have to keep that in mind too. So the other games, the second and third games, is gonna bring a lot more than just drafting, Sagi.
Drafting alone means a lot, but in the end, it will come down to the player's execution that we're talking about, especially when we see Rin on that Mai Shiranui. Yep, you mentioned that she is 2,300 in heat, and then that's her main hero as well coming into the series.
So it's all about comfortability and showing what you've got, or showing your best for just game number 1. So when we say a best of 3, definitely you want that momentum to build up starting game number 1. So I really like the drafting of these ladies. Now, given the fact that you have heroes that are meant to be on the priority side, it's really nice for NLG that they picked these heroes.
Yep, we're gonna look at the control with that Mai and Idea combo. Early game rotation and map pressure is gonna be the key for NLG. But Alpha Gaming, they have that Yuhuan and Long combo with that output of damage in the early game and that wide range effect of stun. They are gonna be controlling the tempo too against the aggressivity of NL Gaming.
I like the fact that you put up the point regarding the Yuhuan and also the Long. It seems to be a very good counter pick, especially when they draft the Mai Shiranui. Your ultimate allows you to bail out of sticky situations here, so it's proper planning thus far coming in from Alpha Gaming Angel here. And then, going to the 4th pick here, putting Sushi on that Ograd is a decent choice to pair up for that early game.
Yeah, that's true. And now that we have the Ogrande, just like you've mentioned, for APG's lineup, it's a mixture of everything. I mean, you have a hero that has to stay with the Byron on the flash lane. You have a scaling hero on this Augin, and even Yuan on the sustain. So for the side of LOG, they will answer with probably Musashi, or they picked already the Sunse. So I really like also for MLG that it's a mixture of a very chaotic type of hero composition. I mean, having the Sunse means that somehow you wanna engage in a way that it is considered to be a surprise attack with those set sails, and it speeds up everything because of the mobility of the hero.
Wow, that's true, Sinchel. I agree 100%. The pure aggressive draft of NLG is gonna bring so much havoc to the team fight, but to counter that output pressure from NLG, Alpha Gaming Angels is gonna close in on the Zhangfei, and the Zhangfei is gonna gain control. And we are gonna look at a Yuhuan Zhangfei combo for their mid lane and roam.
It is a very strong setup so far coming in for the Alpha Gaming Angels here. You have the Zhangfei to really disengage from all these multiple engages coming in from NL Gaming. We're talking about Sun Tzu set sail, we're talking about Kitty on that Musashi, and finally Rin on that Mai Shiranui. So many engage being drafted by the side of NLG. For the side APGA, you're looking to really play it slow and play consistently.
And given the fact that you have a lot of crowd controls coming in from NLG Gaming, let's expect that this team will be more on the aggressive side. Early game probably will do a lot of pokes and somehow pressure majority of the areas around the map. Now for APG, we've mentioned that this is a team that has a pro player under their sleeve, and it feels like for them, in terms of the knowledge or in terms of the execution, they have an edge. But who knows, maybe MLG will surprise us or us in this game number 1.
But without further ado, let's hop into the game number 1 of our Honor of Queens Grand Finals between NL Gaming and also Alpha Gaming Angel.
Yep, we're gonna look at the Queens of the Gorge playing to get their glory, NLG and Alpha Gaming Angels.
I've definitely waited for this moment. When I heard that we will be having Honor Queens on the last day, we're just really looking forward. So close for you, but there is a disengage coming in from Malaysia. So we've mentioned about the aggressive. What's nice for APG is that despite the fact that MLG has those crowd controls, it is APG being aggressors for this game number 1.
Already a lot of HP being cut down by you on that clash lane here. So that's going to be a bit of a jitter here going towards mid side. You can start to see Rin being super aggressive on that Mai Shiranui here, but gets punished by Sushi here.
Yep, the pressure is crazy. But right now, the jungle control is looking very good for Alpha Gaming. And with that high pressure teams and high pressure gameplay, Nylon Gaming, they need to get that early pace rotation.
Yeah, definitely. Given the fact that they have the Mai, and we all know that for Mai, as much as possible, you want to lead the charge early game. But for APG, constant or continuous rotation against NLG is very effective as of the moment. And one thing that is very effective, by the way, for NLG is those visions around the river against APG. As much as possible, you want to find that jungler. You want to give that space. You want to give that information to your teammates.
Exactly the case here, Chantel. And we're looking at more of these rotations coming in towards the mid side here. Towards that NLG. They're setting up. They're looking for Sushi.
Oh, and it's gonna engage the team fight. The unending starting to do it to the death from that. Musashi connects to the backline. Sushi is gonna be cut off one by one. The team fight's breaking by NLG, but Owl is survived. Sushi still kills one, and they get two. What an outplay from Alpha Gaming!
Good rotation coming in from the APG Angels here. They came in, they kited it well. Sushi survived the entire rotation coming in from NLG.
Definitely a crucial team fight for APG, and they won that. It feels like for Sushi, this is his favorite hero, right? Because of the sustain that it has, and even for the rest of the players of APG, they were just ready to deal damage against the players of NLG. Now for NLG, they kind of overstayed during those pokes. I mean, pokes were okay, but to engage for longer team fight, it was very disadvantageous for them.
Yeah, Sushi was amazing. She knows her power, and she knows the damage that they're gonna do. And with that confidence in mind, she made that moment her place and her stage. And MLG, they're going to try to control the game again.
We can start to see the pressure being elevated coming in for the APG Angels. It's 2-1 in terms of scoreboard here, but almost a 1,000 goal lead in favor of the red side right now. If we go towards the 4th-minute mark, it will be beneficial for the side of APGA.
Okay? And we've talked about Sushi, by the way. She has 500 stars. As a player, I mean, I haven't reached 20 even.
But that also proves that the players of Honor of Queens is up to standard and up to quality, and I may say up and even better than most of the male-dominated players.
Ooh, you make a very big statement, and they are showing us why exactly that statement is true. 4th minute on the line, Tyrant has been spawned on towards the Gorge. APGA takes it with no contention. On the flip side, NLG do put their focus, trying to get a bit of an exchange on this Overlord, but members of APGA are coming.
Oh, they're gonna jump in, and the Outburst connects to the back line. This Suwan is gonna be knocked back. They are not gonna fall back, and he's gonna engage again. And right now, that Long is coming in with that infinite fastness, and 4 players are trying to be down. NLG is getting wiped out.
Alpha Gaming Angels, they get back-to-back kills. Sushi with a triple kill, getting everything on the board that APGA needs to settle this game. 4th minute, 3,000 goalie already for APG.
Just imagine the items that Sushi has now on this game with all those kills from early game, now almost close to mid game. And I really like what APG did. It's as if they predicted that for the side of MLG, they went to the Overlord. So they went straight on that area, engaged for a team fight, and won that match, or won that skirmish. And right after that, they went straight again for another objective. So it's them pressure the jungle area of NLG that is what's effective for them. And NLG, they need to regroup as of the moment. They need to regroup as early as possible to lessen this lead. But I think APG is ready for this play.
Oh, they're gonna try to face it off right now, and the Alpha Stance connects here is gonna be taken down. Right now, the Outburst connects to Shin, and they are gonna try to juke it out. But look at the damage from NLG. They're gonna fight back, and right now, Rin is gonna be trapped in the front line. Over. It's gonna be over for NLG. They are gonna fall back, and the control falls back to Alpha Gaming.
Alpha Gaming's Angels sure did fall in that initial attempt, but the Cavalry coming in the form of Sushi and Jia on that Zhangfei, finding the counter engage, finding more members on the side of NLG. All those kills were to go into the pockets of Sushi on this Ogre. 6, 0, and 3 on that jungle coming in from APGA.
And aside from that, currently at 5.2k, you have 2 core items for this Ogran, and we all know the potential, or we all know the capacity of an Ogran. Oh,
Trent.
no!
Shuan is gonna be knocked up, and right now she's gonna fall back, but no! The legendary for Sushi, she is doing it. She's gonna pressure out again, and the control is gonna fall back to Alpha Gaming. No time to breathe for NLG.
At this point, for NLG, the breather would be to go for some split pushes as much as possible, but this is detrimental for them. Another team fight probably at the middle lane. Rena running for her life, survives the threat coming in from APG, and the trade that we've been talking about is going to be the top lane tower.
This is such a difficult standing right now coming in from NLG. They will need to find more of these teamfight success stories, but still, the drafting coming in from Alpha Gaming Angels is just so darn consistent. Every one of these engages are being systematically disengaged by the drafting.
Tail connects to the backline, and he's gonna dash again. They're gonna fall back, and you gets taken down. The outburst connects, and Suwon is down too. 2 players is gone from NLG, and the pressure keeps getting harder, and the air keeps getting tighter. Alpha Gaming is trying to output their dominance right now.
A lot of pressure coming in from APG, and a breather isn't there yet for NLG. We could see some initiatives from Kitty. It's just that APG is all over the place. She wanted to go for that split push out of the bottom lane, but just look at their action of APG. They're just covering all over the map, and 12-3 is our score. This is massive lead for the Angels, and LG right now, they're a bit struggling to go for the counter play, but I believe that there is a possibility.
They will need to find a perfect engage, a perfect flank, get a potential ace to really claw back into this game for the side of NLG. But APGA currently, they have all it takes, a 6,000, almost 7,000 goal lead in favor of the entire roster coming into this game number 1.
Yeah, but Seth Tail gonna pop off, and he's gonna knock on that Byron. Lei Yu is gonna be fall, and he's gonna be taken down. The pressure is not gonna go back. APG is gonna come back. Gia is there with that outburst. They have to run. Look at that flaming palm connects, and 2-player trade. Yu and Lei Yu is gone from both respectful teams.
Again, APG has been consistent on those fast plays, fast reactions. Lei was down, yes, but majority of the players went and go for the counter kill against MLG. And they have the better trade because they can potentially destroy this tower at the top lane. Now again, for NLG, there is the initiative on the split pushes on the Musashi. Probably will wait for more 3 minutes, probably 4 minutes onto this game to see those damages from LG. It's just that APG is just really moving forward.
Yeah, but look at that 1-by-1 situation with that Byron. She's gonna destroy Kitty, and Kitty has to fall back. Look at that backup from Alpha Gaming Angels, and the trade is gone. Kitty, the jungle from NLG is gone. So the gateway to the objectives is closed by Alpha Gaming Angels.
You can see the pressure ramping up coming in from Alpha Gaming Angels. Starting from that mid lane, they get the winning team fight, and then this Crimson, this Azure has been going all in favor for the side of APGA since that 4th minute mark, but look at them right outburst.
Oh, that outburst connects, and right now Rin is going to be taken down. The unending Sorrow flash out combo is an amazing play from NLG. Alpha Gaming Angels keeps on pressuring NLG, and right now, 1-by-1, the tower is gone, and the map is open. The gateway to 2 neutral objectives is open for the Angels.
Indeed, a lot of pressure coming in from APG. Even if we look at the items, there's a huge lead for the Angels. So it feels like for MLG, again, they're waiting for that perfect timing as early as possible. But with the rotation of APG, it's just very aggressive. It's really hard for you to move around the map. So as long as Jin is able to get those items, then they can go for the counter engage. But top lane, there's a potential threat.
Oh, Rin is going to be getting flashed out by Sheer, and the set cell connects, but the gateway is closed, and they are going to be taken down 1-by-1. 2 players from NLG is down, and the Shadow Overlord Vanguards are moving in quick.
APGA has been just jumping back and forth into the players of NLG. Speaking of jumping,
they're gonna pressure out. Shin is gonna be taken down again, and one player is gone, two, three is gone, 2-1. She's gonna handle everything by herself, and right now Kitty is the last breath for NLG. She's gonna be taken, and the crystal is destroyed.
What a clean game coming in from none other than the Alpha Gaming Angels. Clean from start to finish. The first team fight towards the mid lane allows Sushi to set the pace for her team. And in the end, with buffs after buffs, Tyrant after Tyrant, they built that success story in that game number 1.
Exactly the story of that game number 1. And for Sushi, she's already created a name in the scene with that performance. Imagine having to play against 2 players at the mid lane and have a counter play against them and having triple kill. If I'm not mistaken, it was around 4 minutes of the game. And APGA, they're just ready to show everyone what they've got at Honor of Queens.
They had such a consistent game we're talking about, right? You're talking about objective control, discipline, team fight.
Everything's there.
Everything is there. They are so good as a team.
Wow, the rotation is amazing, and how they control their emotions is also on the plus side. They played with total control and without any rash decision making.
The decision making, there was no rash that you talk about. It was consistent, it was strategized, it was pure teamwork coming in for the APG Angels here. I gotta say, that was so clean.
Yeah, that was so clean that it feels for me that for them, they had this scrimmage with APG that will play later for the grand finals because they're playing as if they've known each other for a very long time.
Yeah, and the experience counts too with Alpha Gaming Angels having one player from the NKL, and it proves that their gameplay, their tempo is not that easy to beat. And looking at Sushi, speaking of Sushi, on the first minute, she managed to get that double kill while being on the losing side of that trade. That is such an amazing way to control the game on that early stage.
And you know what? Here's the thing, and what's interesting. For Sushi, Ogran is not really one of her signature heroes. It's more of a, wait, let me check my notes. It's Mankey, Kururu, and even Flowborn Tank.
Wow.
And it's Ogran that she used, and she has shown everyone what she's got.
But you know, let's check out the game highlights on what exactly happened for the side APGA to take it so convincingly. I believe this is what Rookie was talking about. This is the exact turning point whereby you see, due to the death on towards Sushi here, but the moment that debuff was removed, immediate counter engage coming in for the side of Sushi, getting kill after kill. This is when Leiyu comes in with the teleport, and then all the kills were going in favor of Sushi.
Yeah, that was amazing. The initiation, the power, and the control of that team fight. And look, every team fight is executed flawlessly. And I love that infinite fastness with the offensive charge to keep in mind.
That is actually the beauty as well on APGA's performance is that they're really fast on reacting. We saw that Leiyu teleportation rather, on that middle lane, and they reacted so well that for NLG, they weren't prepared just in case there's another player from APGA that will be part of the team fight. So with that alone, it means it was a battle of numbers. So one moment it is 2 versus 3, and then you have another player from the side of APGA that will come in and bring more damage against NLG, as to where for NLG they had a hard time on reacting to that.
I think we also have to give props towards none other than APGA's roamer, which is Jia. Her experience coming in as a player coming in from DCT, a team from the MKL. You can see her engages on that Zhangfei, her timing on the roams were so consistent that she always found multiple targets, even though the one to pull the trigger was always on the side of NLG.
That we agree, and I believe for APGA, it's just them having that mastery in terms of the rotation, regardless of the heroes that they will use. Again, for them, it was continuous reaction all over the map. We consider it as a pendulum, maybe on that, because when they go mid lane and then have those kills, they go straight on other areas of the map, limit the resources of NLG, and it was so effective for them that if you're NLG, hey girl, I need a time to something like that.
Yeah, looking at NLG, they have the heroes, they have the aggressivity on the early game, but the tempo that they were playing was too reactive to the gameplay of Alpha Gaming Angels side. They need to be more aggressive. They need to be more clean on the gameplay to make and to get that winning condition.
You can see the draft as well coming in for the side of APG Angels. It is much more consistent and well thought of. For the side of NLG, they need to refine their draft, find their own strategic positioning to really allow them to play as not one, but 5 members.
Definitely, and with that performance of APGA, it just shows that having female tournaments is showing everyone also the progress of female players in HOK. It's a celebration of women in esports, and it's not every day that we see these great ladies showing their prowess to everyone. So I really love that for APGA, there was a mixture of balance and chaos and system. So hopefully we get to see them more. Hopefully we get game number 3, but it all depends on the drafting of NLG.
I agree. I like how they performed so far, and for the viewers that may be new to this Honor of Queens tournament, this tournament has been running for quite some time, and all the queens was participating in the venue near Nation Clash, so they are well experienced. And not only are the representatives are from Malaysia, but there are some players that came from the Philippines, that came from the Indonesian side, and also Thailand. So there are a lot of diversity on this Honor of Queens tournament.
Now that we've mentioned about diversity, again, this is also a story of equality, of inclusivity. I'm just really happy.
Very good point.
It is about inclusivity. It has been a long battle cry to have this representation in esports, and we all know that when we say esports, it is a male-dominated scene. So having to celebrate women in HOK means a lot to everyone, or young girls watching us, that maybe next time you'll be the one playing on stage.
It's a good starting step to a long journey ahead, especially when we talk about inclusivity. We are talking about everyone can play Honor of Kings, everyone can compete in Honor of Kings.
And probably next time you can also cast for Honor of Queens, Honor of Kings, maybe something like that. It's about you having a dream, having a pro player, or being a pro player rather. And we could see the female players, female athletes on your screens. They've been here, I think. They've been watching KNC since day one. I see some familiar faces with us. And by the way, speaking of KNC, this is the final day. Maybe you want to come and join us here live at Quill City Mall. We have lots of rewards, lots of activities for you guys.
Yep, come and make the crowd, because Alpha Gaming Angels and NL Gaming, they are gonna prove that they are worthy to be here. And with the draft again, NL Gaming is gonna take the red side.
APG Angels on towards the blue side here, and starting off the bans, we are starting to see Luna, Dolia, all these strong picks being removed from the hands of NLG.
Yes, and the Nua and Mai, one of the hero powers of Owl, so they're gonna take that out of the draft too. But for the first pick, there's a possible pay, or if they want to use more of that utility side, they could for Alpha Gaming Angels.
Probably for Alpha Gaming Angels, we could see a Dharma, probably. But it's gonna be Yaoyin, more on the farm lane. So they're really prioritizing on this hero. Now for MLG, they will answer straight back with the early, probably get a hero that is on the sustain side, or maybe secure the jungle, since Luna has been banned already for this game number 2. By the way, this is just a best of 3. So this might be a potential win for APGA, but it all depends on LG's draft again.
Wow, this is such a strong pick to counter that long Arlie and Idea. With that Maple Dance, the second skill of Arlie, they could nullify any projectiles that is shot off by Alpha Gaming Angels. And with that in mind, the Long is gonna be in trouble. But now there's a possible shadow pick on the Xiao Xiao.
I love the draft coming in from both sides. You have the early idea, like Rookie mentioned, to counter Sure on that Long, but you also have that Xiao Xiao to really fight against that early in that mid to late game department here. But ladies and gentlemen, don't stay outside, come on in. These are free seatings, it's free enter here. Anyone in Kuala Lumpur, anyone in Selangor, in Malaysia, drop by the Quill City Mall, Malaysia. We have free seatings, we have free entry towards this event.
And it's gonna be a long day for everyone. Definitely will enjoy, because after Honor of Kings, we will have a show match and we go straight to the grand finals, which is a best of 7 between the Philippines and Malaysia. Now, going back to the draft, we could see a Yishing on the side of NLG. Talk about control, talk about tempo, I really love this hero with the boards and even the crowd control that it has. Now APGA, they can answer for an assassin against this Yixing.
Wow, that Yixing pick is so smart, but look at the Liu Bang and Byron ban. Liu Bang, one of the hero power from the Alpha Gaming side. They're gonna respect it. And even the Algren, they don't want that control on that jungle. And we know that Algren is very strong jungle. He could go for that versatile build, going to that physical or that defensive build.
And we've seen that earlier in Sushi's hand, right? So you don't want to have that hero again. I like the pay on MLG again. It's a mixture of the early game, can go snowball and has the control. Plus the sustain or crowd control, on Diadia's hand. So Mayin is a good one. It could potentially flank against the players of NLG. So there is a direct answer on APGA side.
You can see the difference in terms of draft coming in from game number 1 into game number 2 for the side of NL Gaming here. Game 1 was more like go, engage, fight. But game number 2, they're slowing down the tempo, pick double marksman, play around these two as the core on the hands of Sin and also Kitty here. But we have some of the picks coming in from Alpha Gaming Angels, much more consistent in that team fight.
And I quite reacted on the Menki because this is one of the favorite heroes of their junglers. So I really like this for APGA. Showing us some statement, probably, if they win this game. Now, MLG, they answered back with a Lian Po. So it's more on the crowd control again for them.
Wow.
And kind of countering the potential threat coming in from APGA.
But this is an interesting pick though. Lian Po Clash Lane is not something that we see every
Normally
day.
see, yeah.
But we will have that strong Clash Laner advantage. That frontline potential and that initiation from that Lian Po is gonna bring so much trouble to the long-term team fight of NL Gaming.
According to statistics as well, it is also one of Yu's favorite clash lane from the side of NLG. But ladies and gentlemen of the Quill City Mall, let's give it up for game number 2 between Alpha Gaming Angels and also NL Gaming. Let's get it going.
I'm wondering if this is going to be another slow burn style for APGA because they have the Menki, yes. It depends on their... Oh, okay.
The pressure, yeah, it's going to be pressured out. Task 4 is going to be taken by Kitty. A strong start, a strong statement again and again from NL Gaming.
Great thing that there was a counter or there was an initiative for the side of NLG to kind of get those neutral camps as early as possible. So because of that, there is a 100-goal lead on this. And I really like that they're much more aggressive as compared to game number 1. But there is a direct answer for APGA. Now looking at the hero composition, you have the burst on the Xiao Chao. Definitely expected to rotate as early as possible against NLG.
We start to see a bit of a tussle here towards the mid lane here as we talk about. Early game is where Kitty on that pain needs to find her markers here. Consistently get those farms, make sure getting those 3 items on towards Rin and also Kitty, so in those team fights they could be so damn strong.
Yep, this is a good composition draft from NLG. They have that fast-paced rotation with that Didia and Yixing and Pei on that side, and keep in mind their farm laners are pretty good. So with that, early and long, they don't need to babysit those 2 farm laners very, very soon.
Also, why we could see there is a fast reaction in other areas of the map. Probably see Sheer and Rin have the best games of their life. They'll probably be together for the next couple of minutes. But on the Clash lane, expect more pokes for both the teams. And Yu and Kitty is there at the top lane. Late Yu will just deal some of the damages as well for his hero, her hero.
You can see a bit of a lane swap coming in for NLG as well. Sin is right now on towards the Yixing and Rin is on that early that we talk about. So they are swapping from mid to farm lane here due to the comfortability of those heroes.
Yeah, with a jungler assassin type on that NLG, they would want to pressure out the Clash lane as much as possible, triggering the portal, triggering teleportation, making the rotation more efficient and more dangerous. But right now, the Cannon Blast connects, the Maple Dance puts off in the backline. The world is my board. And again, the Infinite Fast is more defensive, but right now he's gonna engage. He's gonna fall back and again, what a kite from Alpha Gaming Angels.
Great toggle coming in from Alpha Gaming Angels, and for MLG, they're being pushed back. A good thing for Kitty. She focused on clearing the mini wave at the middle lane, so as much as possible, you really want to have those items first before going for a team fight. And what's really nice also for MLG is that the farming is consistently there. So as long as the item's gonna be there, then there won't be a problem for the team. But
exploiting weakness in the front line.
yeah,
but
for APG, they're just all over the place, taking control of the other areas of the neutral camps.
yeah, it's quite reflecting on their first game. They played like this too on that first game. They wanted the control, they wanted the fast-paced rotation, and what I like about Alpha Gaming Angels is that they played really well as a team.
Now, let's not forget about NLG as well. We talk about game one. They were losing those mid lane fights. They were pacing really slow, and it fell into the tempo coming in from APGA. But game two, much more consistent stuff in the early game. We're looking at 0-0 in terms of the scoreline here. Kitty and Rin having a lot of farm here. Sin having to flash away from the Honey Sweet Freeze. So that does give APGA direct access towards that Tyrant.
And the difference in terms of the hero composition for both, for MLG, it's a lot easier for them to stay in longer team fights because for APGA, it's a bit skill dependent. As much as possible, you want to hit everything.
Oh, look at that thing is in the box from Gia. And Kitty is going to be trapped in the front line. Sushi is going to hold on 3 players by herself. And right now, NL Gaming is getting trapped again. That front back catch from Alpha Gaming Angels was beautiful.
It's a sip for Alpha Gaming Angels. They have these timers to engage, and now's the time for them. We can see that they're taking control of the map despite the fact that MLG is on the lead in terms of gold. And speaking of taking control, they're just squeezing the players of MLG at the farm lane and giving Rin that hard time to, as much as possible, clear the minions.
A ton of pressure being generated by the side of APGA here. However, due to the superior farming coming in from NLG's Kitty and also NLG's Rin, you can start to see a bit of a goal lead being generated by the red team, which is NL Gaming.
Yep, they're going to keep on the pressure. But right now, NLG, they need to play by that Ixing and Lianpo combo. They need to roam as fast as they could. Because right now, speaking of rotation, Gia is going to pressure it out. Rin is going to fall back. Gia got that Cannon Blast in her.
Nice start.
Right now, connects to the back line. Rin, they need to fall back. And look at that L'Oreal Bloom pushing back NLG again.
There's massive damage already for Owo, by the way, on this Xiao Chao. So I think for MLG, they kind of want to focus on other lanes just for them to be able to sustain or maintain, rather, that lead. But in terms of lead, here comes APGA again at the bottom lane. Flash has been used. Rin
so
almost close. She was able to breathe after that.
Very crucial heal coming in from Swan to actually pump up the final blow on towards Rin here. As you can see, timer for that Azure Golem has been respawned here. More focus coming in from APGA will be to fight Kitty for this control. However, they play the safe side, they return for that mid lane wave.
You know what? Jazz has been really consistent on this Cannon Blast. That for MLG, they're having a hard time to position themselves because every time there's this that for a crowd control.
Yep, the GG is doing really well with that Cannon Blast. They're pressuring out so much, making the aggressive gameplay of NLG and getting cancelled every time and time again. And NLG, they need to watch out. And as I said again, they need to play by that Ixing Lianpo combo.
Jaja here, getting caught out, gets tapped on.
Yep, they're gonna get tapped on. And Chushi getting that first blood, an amazing play. But right now, the Tremor Smash connects to 2 players. Alpha Gaming Angels, they need to fall back. Kitty getting knocked back again, and they are playing by the Lianpo now.
I didn't even notice that it was just the first blood, and it's almost 7 minutes because these ladies are playing mechanically against each other. Now, we have an objective.
Oh. Look at that Tyrant steal, and right now the Overlord, they're gonna fall back here. They're gonna fight again. Kitty, they need to fall back. And Alpha Gaming Angels, they need to reposition themselves because right now Alpha Gaming, they're not looking that good.
A bit of an overconfidence here coming in for side of APGA. They found a pretty good starting here, but back-to-back return kills coming in for the side of NL Gaming does put them back on towards the board.
By the way, Decadent Promise is live. It's from October 25, so log in and claim your rewards. You have 30 free draws, 1,000 free tokens, and free skins waiting in-game right now. Don't miss Wishing Crane Erin and a Divine Tree Ascendant Hoagie. Grab them today.
Yep, but look at that mid lane. They are gonna break it down, and look at the Cannon Blast connects to the front line, and the Envoy's gonna dance with the mid lane. It's getting hold on by Sushi herself. Sushi is handling everything, and Kitty's dancing in the front line. And Dia with that thinking that the bus connects the two players, zoning out so much, but losing so much in common. And right now the double kill goes to the Alpha Gaming Angels pocket.
Such an aggressive setup coming in from Jaja and also Lei, finding back-to-back return kills for the side of Alpha Gaming Angels here. It puts them back into much more of a comfort spot, but still, look at NLG. They still hold the advantage in this game number 2.
Definitely Sheer was on fire after that last skirmish. It's just that for NLG, they have the control of the map. They have destroyed the mid lane tower. Now for APGA, the strength is now on numbers. As much as possible, they want to be complete before a team fight. Have those crowd controls from Jaja and have Sheer do those free hits. Now for APGA, the thing that they want to control is this Tyrant. For NLG, they don't have an idea that this is going to be the case, so they went straight for other areas, probably destroy the tower at the top lane.
Yep, with that fighting potential, that Tyrant buff is gonna bring so much, but Kitty is gonna be by herself, alone and afraid. Sushi is gonna poke her back, but the tower is their main objective. Kitty can't keep eating this Cannon Blast again and again.
Jaja has been so consistent with all her Cannon Blasts thus far. We are still 30 seconds away from the next Shadow objectives. That will be a big fighting ground coming in for our ladies in the Honor of Queen tournament.
Exactly, good point. Now for NLG, could see some efforts from Rin to go for that split pushes at the top lane. Now APGA slowly getting that momentum, slowly building that. Now that we are already at almost 10 minutes for this game number 2. I really love the position, by the way, of Shuan onto this game. The positioning is one thing, but for APGA, they have the Honey Sweet Breeze, they have the crowd control, and they also have the burst to counter the possible initiation from NLG.
A bit of a trade being set up coming in from both of the ladies here. APGA going over to the Purple Dragon Shadow Overlord. What is that NLG? They shake their hands and they take the trade on that Shadow Tyrant.
Wow, this is amazing. The trade, they don't want that confrontation, and they're just gonna trade. And with that Shadow Vanguard, they are gonna boost the movement speed. Sushi in the front line of Alpha Gaming, they're gonna try to hold the damage as much as possible. Being the front line, Sushi needs to make a moment for Alpha Gaming Angels.
Now the Vanguard will march in at the bottom lane, but we could see a lot of pressure coming in from APGA. But for NLG, they're pushed back, and look at those Cannon Blast. It has been detrimental for NLG all throughout the game, that there is a lot of space for them to take the resources.
Very consistent stuff thus far coming in from Alpha Gaming Angels here. Every tower coming in from the side lanes has been eliminated. Right now, they're looking to knock on that mid tower. They're looking to get more control with that Overlord.
Oh, look at that. The World's Viper connects to 4 people. No initiation from NLG. They're gonna fall back and they're gonna eat the pressure. Kitty, she's gonna leave in the front line. Look at that Traverse Smash from NLG. They're gonna wreak havoc on that team fight. Gets taken down, and Sushi's alone. She's gonna fall back. And look at Rin. Look at that good step. They're gonna push back the Angels further to their base.
What did I say? You on that Lianpo is one of her signatures. She found multiple members coming in from Alpha Gaming Angels. 10 seconds on the timers here. Can they look for the game-winning push?
Currently at 4-5 for Shin. I don't think APGA will be able to defend this. It depends on Sushi. It is now on the hands of Sushi.
They're gonna dash, but right now the minions is coming in, the crystal, and the crystal is exposed. NLG, they're making history, and the score is 1-1.
It is tied. ML Gaming bring the heat to Quill's City Ball. This is a series on our hands. We are going to game 3, the final game of this best of 3.
Everyone is just loving that performance from MLG. Everyone was clapping because of that win. And who would have thought that that they will perform that way against APGA. Look at the supporters at the venue. Look at the players of APGA discussing what to do next on game number 3.
You was very good on that Lampo. That final Tremor Smash, catching multiple members of the side of APGA, allowing consistent damage from the side of Kitty, from the side of Rin, to really find those few targets, settling the score of APGA. Right now, final game on our hand between APGA and also NL Gaming.
I don't know who to support anymore. I'm just happy that we get to see game number 3, and it was a very masterful play, by the way, from NLG. And for APG, I think they kind of miscalculated that there was a tower still at the middle lane. They wanted to go for a brawl fight, but at the time, it was maximized by NLG.
Yeah, they know they have that Tyrant buff, right? That Shadow Tyrant buff is so massive and an advantage for NL Gaming, and they know that one moment is gonna turn them around, and that is what they did.
That was the key deciding moment here coming in from NLG's U. But definitely, let's check out the game highlights, because that was a slow start to a large grand finish for the girls.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this was the first blood, and it was 6 minutes of the game. It was a kind of maybe long as we consider, because normally we see a lot of skirmishes around 4 minutes before that neutral objective. But at the middle lane, there were pokes, yes, and crowd controls. Even Jaja was being countered by the players of NLG because of the continuous damage that they had. And NLG, at that moment, they knew the potential and the strengths of their hero composition. Came 11-minute game time. There was a potential play coming in from APG, but at the same time, you was there for the counter engage. That's why they won that team fight. Plus, with the help of Sheen's board and MLG, the layering of skills was just so on point that APGA had a hard time.
In the end, it really came down to Sin finding that 4-player board on towards the enemy team, allowing for you to find that multi-man knockup to really settle the score for this series here. Because right now, we're not talking about 2-0 finish. We're talking about 1-1 going into the final game right now. The first ever Honor of Queens.
Yep, the finals is here and the tension is high on Quill City Mall, Kuala Lumpur, and they are gonna make sure that the queen of today is gonna make history.
I really love the vibes also that everyone is just looking forward to see the performances of these ladies. Again, it's all about representation. It's about us celebrating women in sports, and I'm just happy to know that we have players at this level of a competitiveness. Who would have thought that there would be a lot of plays on that game number 2, or even game number 1, and it boosts me in a way that maybe I can play that way next time in ranked game.
You can. You need to just try and try and try again.
I hope I can do the same.
It's a process of learning, it's a process of improvement coming in for also Chantel and also the ladies here. But keep in mind, that game 1 coming in from Alpha Gaming Angels was so just strong. Crystal clear strong. But NL Gaming, props to them. They took time, they recomposed themselves, and then they brought it back to an even series here.
Yeah, what I like about is the spirit. NLG, they have lost game 1, but they quickly resetted their mindset. And coming in strong with that draft in game 2 makes them more aggressive. Because when we see like teams on a losing side of condition, sometimes they become more passive, more safe, but not for NLG.
Yeah, and at this point, I think both teams or all of these ladies are empowered. I mean, this aside from this being a competition, this is all about empowerment as well. And having a 1-1, definitely for NLG Gaming or NLG Gaming, I mean, they're prepared for the next game because they're able to download the game of APGA in a way that APGA didn't play the usual style that they did game number 1.
It was really down to the pick and bans as well, systematically removing what came in so well for APGA in that game number 1, which allowed NLG in this game number 2 to really play that tempo, to really play those big number team fights in their favor.
Yep, keep in mind they are using one of their hero powers, Pei, the idea, Arlie. That is such a strong matchup against the draft of Alpha Gaming Angels. So with that in mind, late game is gonna come to them. So next for game 3, they need a strong all-around draft for Alpha Gaming.
Good point on the all-around. I believe that for both teams, they want to secure a hero that is good at the early game, but also to be considered as a scaling one. And I don't think a Menki is a good idea, but it is a favorite here. I mean, we've been mentioning about comfortability, something that can has that confidence boost for you. So APGA, probably they want to lean towards on those aggressive junglers again as much as possible. But for NLG, they just have to continue that fast reaction or those aggressive plays early game.
Yep, we're gonna see the Yuan from Alpha Gaming, I think, because looking at her hero power, the Zhangfei was already taken, and the idea Yuan combo is still available for Jiajia. So I would think that that would suit their aggressive gameplay for Alpha Gaming.
Now, Rookie, if that was not Global Ban Pick, they could definitely do it because Owl has already used that Yuan in game number 1 here. So that won't be a case here. For our Honor of Queens, we are running it with the Global Ban Pick formula as well, whereby once you pick that hero in one game, the rest of the series, you can't be using it.
Yeah, definitely. And by the way, aside from the heroes, I really like to see that these ladies are actually smiling. They're enjoying the day. They're confident that they can show again another strength of the team. So if we look at the drafting earlier, it's as if the strength of these ladies is really more on longer prowess in team fights. The team that has more kits in a longer team fight basically wins the game.
Yeah, what I like about the hero powers of these ladies are sometimes we could see some unique heroes and that maybe we have never ever seen before on the male player, such as looking at Sushi and the jungle for NLG and Kitty. Nakoruru.
I hope I get to see Nakoruru. I hate that in ranked.
Yeah, it's a strong pick and it's very annoying in ranked. That's true.
It's a very big tank buster in such a tank heavy meta here, so that's definitely something both Kitty and also Sushi want to prioritize in that jungle pool here. But judging from game 1 and game 2, the similar thing that we've been seeing is that team fight success that we talk about. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we do go into the first ever grand finals, the final game between APGA and also NL Gaming for the first Honor of Queens champion.
I'm starting to believe that since we started our day with the max game for game number 3, or for a best of 3, probably we see a game 7 for the grand finals. Again, the grand finals will be later on after the show match. So if you're near our venue, please come and join us at Quill City Mall. We have lots of rewards for you. It's free entrance. You can come join us here. We have lots of exciting rewards also and even activities for you. Now, going back to the draft, we have Arlie and Luna Ban for APGA. You have Mai and Nua also as the answer of NLG. We have lots of power picks open. You've mentioned about Yuan could be an option for APGA on this final game.
Yep, we're gonna see what are they gonna pick on the first pick. Because right now, Alpha Gaming still has a lot on their pool. Sushi still has her Menki and Nakoruru, and she still have that flowboard tank.
Interesting pickup here coming in from APGA. Apparently, we are having a U1 being set up by their side here, and then the immediate response coming in from NLG is to remove away the Dolia and also the Yixing from that pool.
Oh, I really like the answer here for NLG. It's as if they had this momentum already. They had this momentum already with the Yixing. But with the Dolia, I think they are leaning towards on that sustain. I don't think we're implementing GPP here.
Yep. I think that's definitely fair, especially we are allowing players to explore their flexibility towards that pool here. And that's the Nakoruru we're talking about. We're dropping it in for Sushi. It's a confidence boost of a pick coming into the series.
Yeah, but looking at Nakoruru, it's not that rare to see. Looking at maybe on my side, IKL, we have seen teams like Alter Ego picked out Nakoruru on a daily.
I think it's a very fascinating pick because we've seen different regions from MKL, PKL, IKL. When you have the enemy picking a very large tank, a very strong tank, that's when Nakoruru flourishes in those team fights.
Definitely for Sushi, there would be pressure probably, given the fact that you have Tolly on the other side, but also depends on how they will rotate against NLG. Now you have the Long for NLG. High DPS could be considered as scaling, but again, in terms of early game, could potentially snowball. So NLG again playing around their strengths, APGA as well. So we might expect that early parts of the game, it's just skirmishes. It will be a lot of pokes and probably early first blood as compared to game number 2.
Yep, looking at this draft, the farm laner for Alpha Gaming Angels has been closed out on so much. The Arlie is gone, Renji and Chano is gone. Maybe they would go on to pick a Marco Polo?
I think bans are
Ken.
pretty smart. We're talking about like all these strong picks being locked away here. And you can see Lubu on the side of Alpha Gaming Angels here, locked away from the hands of NLG. Maybe we might see Lei once again on that Byron that gave her so much success in that game one.
Okay, we have a potential Young John and even a Dolia combo. I really like this actually for the side of NLG. We know the potential of a very sustainable hero actually can snowball early game. Now for APGA, given the fact that there's a sustain, they might want to go for a burst. Byron could be one, sustain plus a longer skill set in team fights and concert you. So it means that you have U1 as the mid lane, farm lane is going to be concert you. So I'm really liking this for APGA.
They're visiting back that success that they found back in game number 1. For the ladies coming in for APG Angels here. This is the exact setup that brought them to victory, aside from that farm lane and jungle rotation that could really bring them to the game 3 victory here. But NLG, don't count them out. They picked one of the strongest combinations in this patch. It is the Yang Jian Dolia here for both Kitty and also Strand in the side of the red team.
This combo is crazy with the patch that has been updated now that Yang Chen could apply a lot on the burst damage side, and with that true damage, she could poke and burst out so many heroes from Alpha Gaming Angel's side.
Now, given the fact that we've mentioned about this potential on the Yang Chan and even Dolia combo, as much as possible for APGA, the key to victory is to give pressure on the jungler of NLG. As long as they're able to secure the pressure or continue that pressure, then they can get other resources around the map and potentially limit this scaling of a Young John.
It will be a very heated battle between the two teams for our Honor of Queens Grand Final list. This is game number 3. This is the final game between Alpha Gaming Angels going up against NL Gaming for the first ever champion title of our HOQ tournament.
Yep, the final showdown between the Angels and NL Gaming. They're gonna make history. The first winner of the HOK Honor of Queens tournament.
Definitely, if you get to win this, you'll definitely be honored because this is the inaugural season for Honor of Queens. It will be part of the history.
Without further ado, let's get at it. The last game of this best of 3, APGA on the blue side with NLG getting the red side. Let's get to it.
We're gonna see Alpha Gaming against NLG Quill City Mall. Where is your support?
Again, for APGA here, we could probably say that in terms of the Nakoruro, let's expect that to snowball if in case NLG isn't able to get those aggressive plays as early as now. But I'm thinking for NLGA, they're focusing on Shear's lane. This has happened on game number 2. So they're getting we're getting this idea that as long as the farm lane is being stopped, then probably that is the answer for NLG's question on how to play against APGA.
Very aggressive rotation coming in from NL Gaming.
Very
Mid
fast.
and roll. Very fast, very concise, forcing that flash away from Shear's concert view here. You can see much more of an approach coming in for the side of NLG is to take that mid control and then find those side lane success.
Yep. And look at the Nakoruru pressuring out that Clash laner from NLGU. She needs to fall back, and that Nakoruru can make a lot on their plate. But looking at the champion that they are using right now, Kitty, with the Yang Chen, is not going to be an easy target for Nakoruru.
Yeah, as much as possible for APGA. Again, it's giving pressure on the jungle area. But I really like that because of Suwon's position also, or covering that area of the map, there is a lot of support for Kitty's hero, so probably a skirmish at this area. I love the position for both teams. And for NLG, okay.
Wow, the flash out, and the board connects to the backline. Sushi is trapped, but look at Kitty unleashing the house on the backline. Shin targeting a lot, and look at that double knock up. Sushi coming in and breaking down the team fight. She's gonna get another kill, double kill for Sushi.
Such a clutch re-engage coming in from Sushi. The moment she found that final few moments, Kitty, Rin was the prey, and it all went into the pockets of the jungler coming in from APG Angels.
This happened the same time at game number 1. It feels like for Sushi is again ready for another snowball. 2-0 for this game, definitely a huge lead around 2 minutes. So for MLG, as much as possible, you need to regroup, probably find another initiation, but at the same time, they need better execution. You use the flash. Okay, it all started with Rin's flash on that board with the Yixing. It's just that there's not enough damage, and the players of APGA was prepared for the counter engage.
Oh, but like Sushi, trying to be booked back, and right now the board connects, but the pressure, NLG, they still is not gonna release the pressure to Alpha Gaming.
There is no follow-up even with a beautiful board catcher coming in for the side of Rin. This next few minutes will be crucial for NLG. If they take one more teamfight loss, that will put them further away from that championship title.
Definitely, because other areas of the map will be opened up for majority of the players on the side of APGA because of the huge lead in terms of items and even on the damages, because there might be a level gap between the heroes. So still, it is APGA dictating the game. And speaking of
They're gonna
dictating,
leap to the front line, and Rin gets taken down. Sushi, they're gonna dash with Kitty, and Sushi gets poked. The eye of Phoenix is gonna be very dangerous. Jia connects, and Shin gets poked back. NLG needs to tone down because right now Alpha Gaming is coming in with that hard counter.
Crazy burst coming in from Sushi. The back-to-back kills in that early game, pushing this Nakoruru to such a high level here. This Nakoruru is such a nuisance right now towards NLG. Azure Golem will be the target here, but APG Angels want to take it slow. They are backing off as they hear the set sail coming in from that Clash lane.
Oh, the set sail connects to the Clash laner from Alpha Gaming. Lee Yu needs to fall back, and right now Alpha Gaming is trying to gain control again at their map.
now here's the thing, for APGA, you can see that there's a huge lead already on the junglers. Sushi is currently at level 9, while for Kitty, she's still at level 8. So with that alone, it means that for MLG, they might want to get things slow, okay? If we look at also at the gold lead, you have 1,000 gold lead in terms of the junglers. So meaning for MLG, they want to stretch or probably focus on other lanes to give space on the Young John, because with Kitty alone being up front, it would be hard for them.
We can see a bit of a Sushi engager, wanting to find a bit of focus towards the mid side. But like your point, Chantel, it reminds me of Game 1, where this is looking like a slow burn for the side of NLG. They are not finding their markers. They're allowing APG Angels to find every single kill.
The leap into its fastest from that long is gonna do for this engage, and right now Alpha Gaming is the one who is applying pressure.
And it is slow burn coming in from APGA. I mean, after getting objectives, you go straight on getting kills and pressuring on the lane of Shin. So Shin is being pushed back on the side of NLG. Now for APGA, as long as they continue this type of pressure, then there's no chance for NLG for a breather.
Ooh, the engage, the outburst connects to Kitty. They need to fall back. The unending sorrow and the leaping from Jia is amazing. But the backup, Chesdale, they want more, and Sheer is down. Sushi trying to leap in the front line. Kitty gets taken down. They're gonna fight back again with that wave render. A beautiful play from Alpha Gaming. They want more, and they got it. Alpha Gaming Angels is gonna fly through the roof.
It was looking dire for the side of APG Angel when Shi-Er took that boat towards the face, but Leyu with that crucial crowd control, finding 3, finding 4 kills in favor of Alpha Gaming Angels.
Now the story for this game is all about the difference in terms of the items that they have. Now you have 20k for APGA, and speaking of items, you have 4 items already for majority of the players. Okay, MLG, they're having a hard time in terms of having that counter engage. We've seen that set sail, it's just that in terms of the layering of skills, it's not available yet, because for APG, they're moving smoothly on this game.
Yup, Alpha Gaming Angels, they are applying so much pressure, and NLG was the dominator, and now they are getting dominated on this game. They're trying to look for a gap, but Alpha Gaming keeps on zoning out their gameplay.
It is a difficult approach coming in for NL Gaming. They need to find a better engage, a better setup to bring them back from a 5,000 deficit. It is looking everything in favor for the Angels coming in from the side of APG.
And to be fair, the gold lead is on the hands of the junglers. You only have 200 gold lead on the farm lanes. So it means that for them, they need a strong front runner and have the Shin or have the Augin.
Oh, Kitty is getting trapped and Liu is gonna knock him up, but Kitty gets deleted instantly. And that pressure is crazy. Alpha Gaming is not gonna tone down.
8-1 on this game, 7 minutes. APGA is just all over the place. Having Sushi in this Nakoruru, her signature hero for majority of the tournaments.
Absolute domination coming in for the side of APGA. With this setup coming in from the board. Where's the
that
engage?
outburst connects beautifully, and Owl is gonna poke on the front line. Rin gets taken down. Gia, the initiator, the monster from Alpha Gaming is dominating again.
Gia has been effective for every hero that she used all throughout Honor of Queens. Now 9-1 again for MLG. They're a bit pressured again to go for that counter engage. It's as if they're reacting all throughout the game that there is no way for them to play their own game.
It is a proactive approach coming in from Alpha Gaming Angels. Every single play, just like what Chantel mentioned, has went into their favor and has provided them such a monstrous goal lead with 7,000 goal lead, just barely of 9 minutes. They are looking to end this game, looking to claim the title of this tournament.
Yup, but they're trying to find that gap. And LG, they need to play together with the combo. Kitty, she cannot be alone, but right now, Yu needs to fall back to tower as their main objective. But again, Gia leading the offensive for Alpha Gaming Angels.
I'm just not sure for Energy Gaming if they have enough kit or items against APGA, but the thing is that they can wait for an error on that entry from APGA and punish that and slowly get that momentum. So it's really hard for APGA to actually penetrate the high ground towers, not unless there's gonna be a jump and they go swoosh against the NOG.
NOG needs to find a very good fight if they want to come back into this final game here. They need to find the misposition coming in from Shi or Sushi.
Definitely.
If they can find Sushi, that could be the way they really bring it back to force the game into a further stage. But Board finds everyone, but where is the engage? They are tanking. Jaja takes a lot of damage.
Jaja is gonna get the front line, but the outburst for the defensive, disengage again. And LG is gonna fall back. An amazing kite from Alpha Gaming.
Such a clean green play here. You can see poke, tower, return, and Tyrant right now. They are looking hungry. The girls are ready to lift that trophy.
They're playing systematically against MLG. It has been effective. Game number 1, they're doing the same thing right now. For MLG, they need to regroup. They need that damage and that initiation. I think the board would be nice if there's a layer of damage coming in from MLG.
Yup, the board was too risky for NL Gaming, and losing so many utility skills on that team fight while gaining absolutely nothing, making NLG in a very difficult position. And right now, the double objective is the target of Alpha Gaming.
Alpha Gaming Angels, this is how ahead they are. With a commanding goalie, with superior positioning, they take yet another objective. The Shadow Overlord has been secured.
Definitely, map control is on the side of APGA. They're ready to show everyone what they've got on Honor of Queens. Now for MLG, since they've already stretched this game into game number 3 as much as possible, they want to fight. They want to stretch this one out. They want to show also that they can defend this potential threat from APJ.
Yup, the pressure is on, and right now the bird connects to 4 people. The unending sorrow for the defense. Set sail connects to the front line. The outburst makes Nylon Gaming needs to fall back right now, and look at that Owl. They need to fall back. An absolutely good defense from NL Gaming.
An empty base coming in for the side of NL Gaming. It will take the final Overlord coming in from that bottom side to find that final push. But APG Angels, they are taking it slow. They are waiting for that next Shadow Tyrant. They are so patient. They want to make sure this game is won with no mistakes.
Definitely for NLG, they still have a chance, but it's going to be hard. It's gonna be hard for them. It depends on the positioning of She-Er and even Sushi on that entry point. It's just that for APGA, everything is leaning towards their side. Now, NLG, yes, we've said that there is a potential for a comeback, but it's as long as every skill will land on the right target.
The problem is right now, NLG, even though they're proactive, look at the positioning coming in from you.
Ooh, what a set sail, but you is getting taken down. And Alpha Gaming with that offensive gameplay again. And RG, they are gonna have 4 players left. And Alpha Gaming Angels, they could pressure this and potentially get game 3.
25 seconds on the clock. Sunsa is not available coming in for the side of NL Gaming. Waves from 3 lanes are crashing into the base. This might just be the final push coming in for the side of Alpha Gaming Angels as they are setting sights on that crystal.
The crystal is exposed and DRG is going to lead the offense with the board connects. And right now, Alpha Gaming Angels!
What a clean game coming in from the Angels for the side of APG. They did everything correctly, even though losing out that game number 2. Chantel, the Honor of Queens first season winners will be awarded to none other than APGA.
After 3 long games, we can now call the champions of our first ever women's tournament, Honor of Queens. But definitely, again, this is a celebration of women in esports, women at HOK. NLG have shown great showing for this series. I gotta say, we will probably consider more from them for the next couple of tournaments that we'll have.
It was all that they wrote. It was after all the qualifiers, all the games that they played, building up the momentum, allowing APGA to go towards the grand finals up against NLG. And in the end, in that final few moments, it was Alpha Gaming Angels claiming victorious in the first ever season of our Honor of Queens tournament.
Claiming the throne, proving that the throne is not only for the king, but also the queen.
But let's hear what Mara has for us in that interview. Let's pass it to Mara. Take it away.
Everybody, let's give Alpha Gaming Angels a big round of applause. Congratulations. This was such a statement victory. The very first Honor of Queens. How does it feel to win on the international stage and show that gender shows no limits, no boundaries?
Expect we will win already.
Oh, you expect her gonna win already. I love the confidence. Now, you have inspired so many women to follow your footsteps. What would you like and what message would you like to send to them to motivate them into participating in the world stage for all the women?
I think that everyone should just do their best and give it a shot, no matter the gender, whether you're a female. I think you can still play really well.
That's right, no matter the gender. Now, you have a lot of fans here cheering for you. What would you like to say to them? Final messages.
I would like to give a big thank you to everyone that supported us, and also throughout this whole tournament, we have a really good coaching. So thank you to him.
You have done phenomenal. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And now, to award the champions.
Special thanks to our leader. She did so much for us. She definitely sacrificed her hours of sleep. So we really appreciate her a lot.
Which leader?
Here, she's here.
Oh, amazing, amazing. What would you like to say to your team?
I trust them and they all do well. And they also trust me, yeah.
I love the sisterhood. You're setting a great example for everybody. Congratulations. You may now hold your check. Smile for the photos. Congratulations once again to Alpha Gaming Angels. And now to award our second place. Congratulations to NL Gaming. They have done a tremendous job showing the world what excellence is. Our second place, NL Gaming. And now, on the stage. Let's give a round of applause to Horizon Queen. They have shown everything they've got. They finished third place, standing tall and making all the women proud. And now let's come together. NL Gaming, Horizon Queen, and our champion, please step forward. These are the queens, representing honor of queens. They have shown grace and passion, leading their team with heart and unshakable spirit. Thank you very much, ladies. Once again, congratulations. History has been made today for the very first Nation Clash Honor of Queens. And that's not all. Later on, we're gonna have a show match and what we've all been waiting for, the grand finals. So keep it here in Honor of Kings Nation Clash.
Will you live for real? Join the party.
Make the whole street a party and add disco balls. Real Me 15 series. Live real in every shot.
Why are you here?
In here's okay. No one can challenge Malaysia.
Philippines is the best country in the way.
I'm here to prove that Indonesian always on top. Always.
What makes your nation stronger?
We have our flag in our chest, and this is makes us stronger.
Of course, Malaysia ma, because we are the strongest region. Malaysia boleh.
Who do you think will win Nation Clash?
You ask a very good question. Of course, Malaysia.
Serious? Come on, bro. Of course.
You see this? Yeah.
I think we're gonna win.
Now our team is underdog, and no one see us, no one smell us, and when they see and smell us, it's already too late.
Because we turn is very aggressive, rotations don't even matter. We're gonna everywhere.
Aggression? Cute leh. Because Malaysia, we got discipline.
They call us the comeback king. Ultimate battle, it's nothing new, bro. We always do it all the time.
We play the game how we're supposed to be playing.
We different level. We level so high.
Ah, so boring. Come on.
So high. So high.
Winning is not just part of the game. It's a style.
My team is handsomer than yours.
Indonesian smile is the best, bro. You want some proof? You see this?
Why is everyone talking about the game? No one's talking about the food. You can't call yourself the greatest nation without the greatest food.
Huh? You really ask me that question, ma? Of course, Indonesia food is the best, lah.
Huh? Malaysian food is better because we got nasi lemak, roti canai.
Come on, bro. Nasi lemak. Got one word for you. Flavor. You bring the spice. Again.
Chai kway teow, rojak.
Indonesian food, the best, bro.
We have Indomie. All the food is very good.
Indonesian rendang is the best, bro.
Have you even tried sinigang, adobo? It's S tier, bro.
Adobo?
Nice, man.
Filipino food is the best!
Make me! I'm Malaysia is better!
Wait. You are just better.
Caught you. Do not I like that. Hey! You! Hey! Stop! You!
Cheers! The cursed name, Kaiser.
Welcome back to the Honor of Kings Nation Clash here at Quill City Mall, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. The battles have been intense, so we're gonna do something fun with a little showdown. Personalities from different regions will come here on stage for a little show match. Now it's time to meet them. From Malaysia, Shafiq Aiman. Here comes Casey Bay from the Philippines. And Sir Pai from Indonesia. Hello, everybody. It's nice to have you here. You know, the battles have been intense. So we're gonna have a little fun with all of you. But Shafiq, I know that you have something prepared for your guests.
Of course. So kita ada kuih muih yang kita bawakan khas untuk ambassador daripada Indonesia dan juga Philippines. Okay. Jadi di tangan saya sekarang ni ada beberapa jenis kuih. Sangat meriah. Warna dia sangat colourful. Kita ada 3 jenis. Yang pertama merupakan kuih seri muka. Jadi kuih suri muka ni kita ada 2 layer. Okey, yang pertama yang di bahagian atas ni ada pandan custard dan juga bawahnya ada pulut. Okey. Yang kedua kita mempunyai kuih lapis. Okey, K lapis. Okey. Jadi ini dia punya color sangat colourful. Okey, dan kita suka kuih ni sebab dia boleh makan lapis by lapis. Dan yang terakhir sekali, saya punya favourite, iaitu bingka ubi. Oh, bingka ubi ni memang saya suka sangatlah. Jadi bingka ubi ni dia masak sehingga dia menjadi warna macam golden sikit. And then rasa dia, ambassador, korang kena rasa.
So this one, there's bingka ube, there's one with glutinous rice, there's pandan. Let's have Casey Bay and Sir Pai try it. Which one is your favorite?
Bingka ubi. The
Bingka
yellow
ube,
one.
which one? The yellow one is bingka
one.
ube. Cheers. Okay, you first, Casey Bay. So you're trying bingka ube.
Bingka ubi.
Bingka ube.
Bingka ubi.
Describe how it tastes like.
It's so good. It's actually resemblance on cassava cake in Philippines.
Like cassava cake?
Yeah, I'm so in love with this. Thank you so much. You know, if you go to Philippines on KIC, I will treat you. Treat foods of Philippines.
Okay,
You will love
alright.
it. Promise.
Nice.
So it's similar to cassava cake in the Philippines. So something sweet. Okay.
Yep.
How about you, Sir Pai? How does that describe how that tastes like?
Sangat sedap lah. Sangat sedap. We have two in Indonesia like that. Same, very same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it
sama.
sweet?
Yeah, sweet, kind of sweet.
It's very sweet. Is it creamy? Is it thick? What is it?
Yeah, it's kind of sweet and sangat sedap lah. Good.
So something very similar in Indonesia.
Very
called?
similar.
What's it called in Indonesia?
Same. Kue lapis.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Perfect. So this shows that we have something in common. We just call it slightly different with a little bit of mix, but we all share similar desserts. Now, thank you so much. They
You're
really
welcome.
appreciated that. You guys
Yeah, of
enjoyed
course.
it?
Yeah.
Super.
But you know, this isn't just about food tasting. This is about showing the pride of the nations. So we're going to now call your teams against each other. Now, representing Malaysia with Shafiq Ayman, let's call HOK Esport Malaysia. And on the side, joining forces with Sir Pai and KC Bay, the away team. Come on up. We have the home team Malaysia and we have away team combined with Philippines and Indonesia. But wait, hold on. I count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 4 versus 5. We need one more from the audience. One more from the audience. Who volunteers? Who? Rookie! Rookie the caster. Okay, Rookie, you have been chosen. Come on up. Wow, so now we have 2 people from Indonesia, 3 people from the Philippines going up against the home team of Malaysia. Okay, you know what? We gotta settle this right now. Shafiq, they brought 2 regions right here, 2 forces against home Malaysia. What do you have to say to them?
We already won a lot of trophies, so we didn't scared.
Okay, Casey Bay, he's not scared. He's saying that they got the trophy. What do you gotta say to him?
You know what? You guys get lucky on the first day, but now we are so prepared. We practice hard and prepare to be taken down because Philippines will dominate this game with Indonesia.
You got lucky.
Wow.
She's saying it's just luck.
I would like to see their trophy soon, if they won.
If they win, you'd like to see their trophy. Sir Pai, he's very confident. So how are you going to defend your team?
Yeah, I think we all know who's gonna win this event, you know? Yeah, we win this. Easy. Shafiq, easy.
Easy. Okay. Tension is high right now. So how about let's settle this in the gorge. It'll be home team Malaysia versus away team combined forces with Indonesia and the Philippines. It's time to have a little fun in this showdown. We're gonna go to the gorge with the casters. Lead us.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Honor of Kings Nation Clash Final Day. I gotta say, Chantel,
I was a bit
Rookie
surprised.
left us for a show match.
By the way, Rookie got here in Malaysia
Yesterday,
and now he's playing.
Well, we gotta do his work. We gotta sub in for him so he can do whatever he can against
We'll get
the
half of
Malaysia
his
team. Exactly. Okay, so here's the thing. If Rookie makes a big bad play, we're gonna be maximizing it as a caster
up
because
until the grand
he ditched
finals.
us. Exactly.
Up until the grand finals, but I really love that we get to see Indonesia and Philippines in one team, and we have HOK Esports Malaysia on the other side of our team. So this is gonna be a fun show match. We have KC Bay for Philippines, and Chief said spicy words earlier.
Exactly, with Sir Pai as well saying easy towards Shafiq Ayman coming from Malaysia. Things are getting heated on towards the gorge. It's a show match, but it's still regional pride on the line.
Of course, they've mentioned about the countries that they came from, and definitely, by the way, there's a player from the Philippines, the one wearing glasses, not the other one because that's a rookie cast. So Otolus is actually a caster for PKL.
That's my buddy right there.
And he's one of those players or casters that reached 100 stars.
I know, I've played with him before. He's a bit of a tryhard.
Rate him 1 to 10, 10 being the lowest.
10 being the lowest.
We do it the
reverse way.
Yeah, reverse way.
He's number 1 because he's the number 1 in my heart.
Oh, wow. So I'm expecting a lot from Otolus. Okay. A lot of banters happening also with our cameraman. Thumbs up. There you go. I'm sure everyone will have fun on this show match. A great way to start
before our grand finals.
It's like what you say, Chantel. Like, we're taking a chill, we're taking a step back, we're going into the show match first between Team Malaysia, which is Team Home, and also the PHID synergy, the brotherhood here, to go for that laid-back show match into the last event, the last grand final we'll be talking about.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm just really looking forward with the performance of PH Indonesia. I mean, at this point, maybe we can also do like the banters with you supporting Malaysia, me supporting PH Indo, because again, it's all about nation pride.
For me, show match is show match. We bring the real business back into the grand finals later.
At the grand finals.
Because that's MKL versus PKL. That is the exact show match we want to be seeing when we go into the pre-event before the prestigious grand finals.
And it's nice that we have our KOLs here at the venue. I think we'll also have cosplayers. By the way, those watching our show match today, you could come join us at Quill City Mall. We will be here later on for the grand finals. It will start 6 p.m. So we have lots of rewards for you guys, lots of activities around the area, and take note, it is free entrance.
It is free entrance here at the Quill City Mall, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, whereby, like we talked about it, every day we have giveaway. We have phones for Realme 15 Pro, we have earbuds, we have all these exciting gifts waiting for you to join. Just head on over to the activation booth over there, drop your name, drop your comment, post some stuff about HOK, and you can get yourself that spot into that lucky draw. And also, we have free seating here. Just drop by.
Free seating. I counted the free seats. There's still a lot, but they can still come and join. A big shout outs to our viewers at the second floor of this one. And we mentioned a lot of rewards. By the way, we had our champions already for the Honor of Kings, and do not forget that we are nominated at the Esports Game of the Year and the Mobile Esports Game of the Year. So do not forget to vote for HOK at esportsaward.com/vote.
Exactly the case, and especially if we do win this, you just best believe in the game client, we will be getting a lot of rewards, a lot of freebies, because we can celebrate if we do win this esports awards here. But man, a show match is always interesting. It's like a breather, a sign of relief before we go into the show match here. But let's not forget, Decade of Promise is live. It's for you, log in and claim your rewards. 30 free draws, 1,000 free tokens, and free skins waiting in-game right now. Don't miss Wishing Crane Aaron and Divine Tree Ascendant Ho Yi. Grab them today.
What a very lovely Wishing Crane arena that we're seeing. I probably get that. Hopefully I will get that. Anyway, for those watching again, do not forget to share also our live stream and show everyone your support. Aside from the Region Pride for our grand finals, we also have our Region Pride for the show match. And I believe that for this, let's forget about the draft, let's forget about the meta, let's forget everything in terms of the heroes that we normally do during drafting phase, because this is going to be a battle between the heroes that they're really comfortable in playing, because this is just one game and you want to show everyone what you can do. You want to show that signature hero of yours.
I think Otto has like a lot of games on towards that Dharma, that's Wuyen. And for Rookie, I think yesterday he mentioned to us that he wants to play the Luna. So those are some picks that will be ventured into for the side of both these casters on the stage.
Oh yeah, Rookie was actually excited about this. So yep, Rookie, we're expecting a lot from you. Show us a great play, because if not, we will talk about that later on.
He's also representing us as casters on the stage here, so if he does lose, so it's not the best case scenario for us.
Him and Otto lose.
Exactly right.
Because they're both the talents. But yep, anyway, we'll see that in the next couple of minutes, because we're now at our ban and picking phase. Blue side, we have Team Home, and of course the red side is Team Away. Other side, PH and Indo is on the red side. They will ban out the U1.
And on towards the blue side, we have Shafiq Aiman leading the charge with also HOK Esports Malaysia. And they heard me. I said Luna, they banned it away. Sorry, Rookie.
Sorry, Rookie, but he's happy. He's enjoying it, okay? Rookie, by the way, is very enthusiastic about this show match that we will be seeing. Yao Chan has been banned as well. Really looking forward as to how these players or our KOLs and HOK Esports Malaysia and HOK Esports Philippines will play fair against each other, because who knows when the next time they will be facing each other in another show match. So the bragging rights will stay long as there is no possible way for them to play again together.
It's regional pride, it's bragging rights. Next time, maybe they meet at a hotel, they meet at the lobby, they're like,
To
hey,
settle things.
hey, I won you in that show match.
Remember the time I defeated you?
Yeah, and you can't do anything about it. Even though if you win me again, there's no proof.
Yeah, that's true. Now, okay. I really love the picking here for our friends from Malaysia. So a lot of cat control. You have Luban, number 7. What are your thoughts about this? I haven't seen Luban for quite so long, not unless it's a ranked game.
Oh, Luban number 7 is really good of a pick, especially when enemy has multi-tanks like the Ata, for example. So he does percentage health damage with that Gatling gun, but the only problem here, Luban number 7 has no mobility.
Oh, that's true. And speaking of mobility, we have a hero that is a great counter on those mobile heroes. We have the Daji on the hands of our friends from Philippines and Malaysia. So I really love the heroes here for our team away. So I was kind of thinking, I mean, it's hard to predict, you know, it's hard to predict the heroes because we don't really know the best hero of our players.
It's a show match.
It's a show match.
We're taking
for a
it chill.
reason.
Everybody just wants to show their best side. It's not that competitive, but it's still a bit competitive because in the end, it's casting rights. It's bragging rights
nation
between
pride.
it's nation pride. This is the same thing we keep talking about over Honor of Kings Nation Clash. It's never about one. It's about you representing your nation and getting that W, representing yourself and the culture you're bringing into the tournament.
Exactly, exactly. And given the fact that this is just one game, I'm kind of hoping that maybe if things go south for this show match, probably we'll see a rematch at KIC because it will be at the Philippines. So anyway, we will see another ban. Luangzi won't be available for this game, even the Diadia and the Yang as well. So you have the Aoyin for the side of PH and Indo. There's a lacking that probably support for this.
Ooh, PH does lack some support here, especially team away. I think it will come down to Surpai on that roamer role, so he will probably have to cover a bit for the side of team away. For the side of team home, we're looking at a final jungle pick here. What are they going to pick in that jungle role? Is it an assassin? Ooh, we're getting a fade!
You're getting a fade. I love this. Talk about assassin hero for our Malaysian friends, plus the Lady Shen. So it's more the utility at the same time, giving support to your jungle. Not really gold dependent, but at the same time could act independently. Okay, so it's as if for the players of our Malaysia, for our team home, it's as if they're prepared just in case there will be moments wherein Otto will be on the invade side. I mean, Otto is a great player. Aside from him casting the game, he really knows how to play.
That is the job of a caster. You need to play the game, learn the game, look at a player's POV to further know what they are feeling in those tense moments here. For Otto, he's well seasoned, he knows what he is playing about, but let's go in game because they are all and ready to head on the court between team home and team away in our best of one show match.
This is our show match again, friends from Malaysia for our team home, and we also have our friends from Philippines and Indonesia for team away. This is a show match. Let's expect... okay, let's not have an expectation for this. Let's just enjoy everything that this KOLs and personalities will bring to us.
We're taking a chill as we head on into game 1 between home and away for our Malaysia representatives against Indo and PH Brotherhood here. As you can see, early game here, a bit of a poke coming in from Surpai, but the Rockets here coming in from Selene is just hitting hard.
Yeah, that's true. And Surpai knocking those cannon blasts against the players of our Malaysian friends. So this might be a bit slow. Probably they're just learning how the other team plays.
But talking about slow though, Jerusa gets take a lot of damage towards that charm coming in from Angel here. You cannot step too up close against Surpai and Angel on that deadly combo here. Otto, he's taking a bit chill. He's getting a bit pressure, but you know, it's Otto. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, laning's one thing, but bottom lane, there's gonna be enough back against Celine, and you have Jerusa as well for the backup. So a nice rotation, by the way, for our away team. It feels as if they're ready anytime. Pokes coming in at the top lane. Shafik is there. Otto taking a lot of damage against...
Hard and J steal landing onto Otto here, but a trade kill coming in. Otto still surviving that play, getting that kill on towards Stormy's fade.
First blood from our friends from Philippines and Indonesia. So this is great for them. A huge lead at a very very early game on this. I'm hearing the
crowd, man.
The crowd.
They are just like cheering. They're just giving the energy. They're having an event over there. So everything's happening right now. Draven chasing over Otto here. Has to back off here. Gets hit by a trap. Full combo by the Daji. Has to use the destructive deluge to bail out to safety.
I really love that the Daji or Angel is very aggressive onto this game. I mean, with those combos, probably it will be a hard time for the players of Team Home to get those initiatives as early as possible. Sir Pai giving the formation again with those cannon blasts. It would potentially stop that possible threat coming in from our Team Home.
You can see Sir Pai actually has a lot of games on that Mozi that we're talking about. He's throwing those cannon blasts very aggressively, but Jerusa, too much damage there, but he have to back away. The bolt on Shafik does find his marker here, but a bit of a misblast here coming in from Shafik.
I'm kind of feeling that for this show match. The first team fight will be right now.
That rookie coming in does get a vital outpost to be pushed away here. Gets chased down by Stormy. Stormy with the hardened J Steel gets the kill on towards Sir Pai, putting Team Home 1-2 score on the board.
Okay, 1-1 is the score for Team Home. There's a nice dodge on that supposed play from a team away, and at the same time, they had the upper hand in terms of positioning. But take note, Sagi, there is a huge lead in terms of gold onto the side of Team Away. Definitely an edge for them. And I think I'm kind of believing that for Team Away, they're just waiting for Otto to be part of the team fight as early as possible. Look at the difference in terms of levels. Level 5 versus level 6.
Shafik going in, gets closed down by the wall on towards Ata here. Otto with a good response ultimate, locking in that kill for the side of Shafik Ayman.
Great timings coming in from Team Away. Even Jerusa is already low on life. Possibly a kill for KC Bay!
KC Bay flashing in with that flaming bombs, finding the assassination on towards Jerusa. Celine having to back away. That's a lot of burst damage coming in from Angel on that Daji.
KC Bay learned it from the best, from our players, from our pro players at KNC. Angel low on life. There's gonna be pokes coming in from Celine. So this time around, we could see that there is a lot of control from PH in those side, even taking majority of the resources. Probably will secure this one out, and there's no contest for the side of our Malaysian friends.
Otto playing so aggressive towards the jungle here, does in fact not get that Crimson Golem here, so that's still a consolation prize going in towards that Team Home here. But just like you mentioned here, Chantel, almost a 3,000 goal lead in favor of Team Away here. The PHID Brotherhood doing exceptionally well.
That's true, and you don't normally want that to happen if you have a fade in your lineup. As much as possible, you want to be at the upper hand. And now for Team Away, probably that's what they're doing. They're just stopping this potential threat coming in from Stormy. We saw those damages early game. Now for Team Home, they just need to constantly farm. They have the utility on the Lady Shen. They have Celine on the Duban. Otto taking the damage from 2 players of Team Home.
Yeah, forcing it away. Otto in the midst of 3-man coming in from Stormy, but he is just so darn tanky on that attack here. With Rookie going in for the execution kill. So darn low coming in for the members coming from Team Home. Otto, can you find a kill as Stormy dashing away, hopping in towards the wall? They do in fact get away towards safety here, but the damage has been done. The kill has been done. The execute coming in from Stormy, an outplay from Team Home's jungler.
Stormy is on fire. Even though he's a storm, he's on fire. 5-5 is our score, ladies and gents, but we have KC Bay focusing herself on taking down objectives against Team Home. But still, the goal lead is on the side of our Team Away. Definitely on the hands of KC Bay because of the kill earlier at the bottom lane. And 5-5, and we could see the players, or we could hear the crowd rather, with those chants. I think there is something happening at the sites.
Well, we have cosplayers, we have all these activities here. Drop by Cool City Mall. You find out yourself if you're nearby KL in Malaysia here. But a boat coming in from Shafik wants to find Angel, does not in fact find the mark here. More of these invades are towards the mid lane here. Super aggressive stuff coming in from Team Home.
You know what, at this point, we could definitely see that for Team Home, they have a lot of sustain. Sir Pai already low on life.
Unbridled efforts, finding Sir Pai. First to fall on the side of Team Away here, but Stormy with that execute, finding Angel for that double kill. But that's not over yet. Otto finding 4 members on that knockout. Rookie going in, return to dust towards safety here as the members of Team Home have to bail away towards safety here. It is Otto, Rookie, the caster duo finding success for the side of Team Away.
2-for-1 trade after the skirmish. damage. And still for Team Away, even though they are at a lead, it feels as if they're a bit struggling on team fights. And
Nice
speaking
assassination coming in from Stormy here, getting the kill onto his KC bait. But can the side of Auto run away? He indeed does get towards safety here, but Chantel, my goodness, Stormy's on fire.
Yeah, definitely Stormy's on fire, having those skills against the players of Team Away. But the trade for the side of Team Away is going to be this Overlord. Auto already low on life against two players of Team Home. Gets taken down with the hands of a Stormy.
Legendary on that fate from HOK Esports Malaysia, ladies and gentlemen. He is just on fire on that assassin.
I mean, one thing that I can say for this show match, HOK Esports Malaysia is on fire. They mean business as they take down another player from PH Indo Angel.
For this play coming in, it does force out a flash coming in for Shafiq Ayman here. He has to back away towards safety here. The cannons coming in for Celine. Does find his mark over towards Angel, getting a kill for the team on the side of Team Home here. But still, that big of a goal lead coming in for the red team has been mitigated right now.
Yeah, it's already 22.4k versus 23.2k. Earlier it was around 2k for a Team Away. So we have an objective in 8 seconds. If you are Team Home, of course, you want to take that to take control over the map. And I really like the position, by the way. They're focusing on the pushes. Same goes with Team Away. But for Team Away, they're finding that perfect timing. So this is going to be the Tyrant we're talking about. For Serpai, again, those cannon blasts are on point. But there's no skirmish yet for both teams. Probably this is it.
Yeah, Rookie going in, taking too much damage. They can't take it. Gets assassinated by Stormy here. A big mistake here coming in from Team Away's jungle. Narusa going on the aggressive end, pulling away the space needed from the side of Team Away to contest for this objective as we see towards the mid side here. Angel finding the lead, gets the assassination and flashing away towards safety. Towards the right side here, we can see Stormy once again finding a kill on towards the mid lane.
But there's another kill on the side of Team Away. Okay, 2-for-2 trade after that skirmish. 9 minutes into the game, we have 8-12 middle lane. It's gonna be a kill. Draven is down in the hands of Otto, and it's not done yet. But we can see a flash. Here comes Stormy against 2 players, 3 players.
Flashing in, going in for the execution here, but does not find his marker. Has to bail away towards safety here. KC Bay on that low, doing so much damage on towards the members of Team Home here, allowing them to get that mid turret, and then we see more of the focus here, putting foot on towards Stormy here, pushing him away, forcing him away from his own jungle. However, it is still looking like a 50-50 as we approach that 10-minute mark.
Definitely a 50-50, but I can say that for Casey Bay, she's having a great time. She's having that space for those free hits. You can see a set sail. Serpai was there 2 seconds before this objective. You can see Stormy finding that spot, and you have Serpai as well using that ultimate plus the flash.
Immediate disengage coming in from Jerusa, saving his jungle for safety, but that does sacrifice the roamer coming in from Team Home. 2-man cannon blast coming in from Serpai, finding Salim, finding Shafiq. 2 more kills go in favor of Team Away. He can only limp away. Rookie, the last charm lands, getting another kill. Team Away has 3 on the board.
Look at that burst coming in from Angel on that dodgy. Go straight on taking down another tower at bottom lane. 13-12 is the score. Look at the items. To be fair, you have huge gold for Stormy. 9.2k in 10-minute game time. It's as if he's farming around 800 plus for every minute, and it's very efficient. It's just that for Team Away, in terms of the layering of skills, they're just on point, and even on the trades, because even in the map control, we could see that Team Away has already taken down the tower at the middle lane.
It all comes down to one thing as well. The crowd control coming in from both Serpai and Angel from the side of Team Away is doing such a good job locking Stormy on this bait away from these games, because once this bait goes in and he gets hit by his charm coming in from Angel, that could just spell doom here. But Otto going in with the sea anchor here, finds Celine. Celine has to force out the flash jump, but Rookie getting the knockup, getting the first kill on board for Team Away in this exchange here. But Rookie, the multiple CC layer, he does limp away, and Shafiq Ayman will be taken down. Coming to the crossfire here as Otto once again going in. Serpai finding a 3-man knockup. The members are stunned. Stormy gets an assassination and does bail out towards safety here.
There's gonna be a club back on the side of a Team Home. And that's gonna be a double kill for Stormy. Takes out another kill. Stirpie already low on life, struggling for his life. But here comes Rookie on the back. Rookie takes out Draven, but it's gonna be a triple kill for Stormy on this fade.
The junglers are at it. The junglers are going with whatever they can. Fists, legs, swords, everything to get the lead that their team needs for this show match. It is looking not like a show match. It's looking like grudge heading in.
It doesn't feel like a show match anymore. I mean, they have answer to every threat coming in. If a Team Home wants to play, there's an answer for the side of Team Away. So I'm really loving this. It doesn't feel like a show match, but it's just 12 minutes, by the way. 16-15 onto this game. In terms of the levels and the items, definitely Stormy is at the upper hand. As to why for the team, they're focusing on this Overlord. Jerusa is already low on life. You have the players on the side of Team Away, but it's gonna be Team Home securing this one.
But the fight's not over yet. KC Bay going in with the Infinite Bastards, catches onto two. Snipes down Celine as the members coming in from Team Home is scattered. Having to run away. 3, 4 are down for Team Home as Stormy is the only one alive in all this exchange.
Good thing for the side of Team Home, they were able to take down this Overlord. That's why they have the Shadow Vanguards for this, but I'm not sure if they're able to defend this one out. As for Team Away, they have the minion wave, they have complete players, a lot of pressure kicking in at the top lane.
10 seconds is the death timer here coming in for that Team Home here. Stormy with the Space Sanctuary gets locked down by Stirpie's ultimate here as he gets taken down. He does only find no one as the base is in shambles. Minions are in as we congratulate Team Away for winning this best of one show match.
PH into combination wins this game against our Malaysian friends. Rookie enjoying everything. We have Otto as well. Casey Bay and Angel. What a great showing for our Team Away.
I don't know whether that's a show match or an official match because they were trying.
Like it was a competitive game.
They were trying really hard.
Yeah, it's as if it's part of our tournament. I mean, it's just a show match, right? But kudos, of course, to Stormy.
He
made a name at the show match, and we could see the friendly banters between our players. Hopefully, we get to see that at KAC game number 2.
I have to agree with you, but definitely, I think that was the show match that we had. But I am interested to see what Mara has prepped for us later on. But man, Chantel, that Rookie.
Okay,
fine. Passable. His team was pretty good.
He was so great. It was great. Despite the huge lead, in terms of the jungle items, in terms of the gold that the Stormy had on that show match, it felt as if Ryuki was so confident with his performance. He's dancing, by the way, in front of us.
But hey, Mara is ready, and Mara will be interviewing our KOLs. Let's take it to the stage, and let's welcome Mara with the interview.
What a show match! Let's give it up to our home and away. Congratulations, away team. Sirpai, you've done it. How was it like for you to play on the international stage representing Indonesia?
Good and for fun, obviously. And before the match, I would say it's easy for me.
It's easy for you.
Yeah, easy. Too easy, kind of challenging a bit. That's it.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You've done it for the bragging rights. Now, Casey Bay from the Philippines. Later on, Philippines will be playing right on this very stage. Do you think the result that you guys had will reflect later? What do you have to say to the Philippine team?
Yeah, I think the result that we do earlier will result later. I think it will be so good fight. And actually, it's a bit challenging for us for the big. He also is good. And yeah, later I hope they win and fighting. Aja.
Fighting! What about you, Shafiq Ayman? Later on, Malaysia needs that encouraging words. What would you like to say to your team to pump them up?
Jadi sebelum apa-apa, saya nak ucapkan tahniah kepada dorang sebab memenangi tadi. Tetapi, match tu memang gempak gila. Dan untuk tim Malaysia, good luck untuk grand final. Saya doakan korang yang terbaik dan saya percaya korang memang terbaik.
Good luck to both teams. Thank you so much for a wonderful showdown. Later on, it's going to be Philippines versus Malaysia. We're going to settle who's the strongest and the new kings for the very first Honor of Kings Nation Clash. So stay tuned, keep it here in Quill City Mall, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia for the Honor of Kings Nation Clash.
Will you live for real? Join the party.
Make the whole street a party and